All right, everyone, so this is our lesson 5 in our unit on functions and their graphs. And in this first part, in this first video, we're going to be looking at what's called continuity. Now, continuity is something that's very important, especially when you get to calculus. So today's going to be a kind of introduction to what continuity is. So, if you look over here, a graph is said to be continuous if there are no breaks or holes in the graph. So if we look over here at this beautiful graph on the right, as I go through this graph, I don't have any breaks, I don't have any holes. It's all one continuous curve, or set of curves, I should say. So this would be a continuous graph. If there are breaks or holes in the graph, it is considered to be discontinuous. And there are a few types of discontinuity that we're going to look at. And you're familiar with them, just not the names of the discontinuity. The first type is called infinite discontinuity. This is when f of x increases or decreases infinitely as x approaches x equals a from the left or right. So what does all of that mean? That means you have some kind of asymptote. So this kind of graph here, you've seen, you're familiar with it. We've done rational functions, you've seen graphs like this. When you can tell there's an asymptote here. When you have an asymptote, that's going to be an infinite discontinuity. All right, and notice, because this is where x equals a, then this asymptote is the line x equals a. So if a is 2, for example, this line, this asymptote would be the vertical line x equals 2. But that's all it's saying. If you have some kind of asymptote, it's an infinite discontinuity. The second type of discontinuity is a jump discontinuity. And if you look at this graph, this might look familiar as well. In our first semester of last year, we looked at piecewise functions where we had a graph that was broken into different pieces depending on the domain. And this is an example of that kind of graph. This is when the graph jumps from one point to another at x equals a. And again, a is just giving an example x value. So you can see we're jumping from one value to another value. And then the last kind of discontinuity, we call it a removable discontinuity. And this should also look familiar to you. So you guys see this hole here? This was when we did rational functions and we found a hole in the graph. It often looked like this. So this is when f of x is continuous everywhere except for a hole at the value x equals a. So we've seen all of these kinds of discontinuity before. We've dealt with these kinds of graphs. We just didn't have a name for the type of continuity, but here they are. Okay, so let's look at some examples. So the directions say we're going to determine if the function shown on the graph is continuous. If not, we're going to identify the type and the location of the discontinuity. All right, so let's look at number 1. So number 1, it looks like there is a discontinuity, right here. It looks like it's a jump discontinuity. And we have to tell what the value or where the location of the discontinuity is. And the location is going to be the x value of that point, which is at 1, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So the discontinuity is at x equals -5, and it's a jump discontinuity. We're jumping from this value to this value. Let's look at number 2. Number 2, if I analyze my graph, I'm moving moving through the graph, and it looks like there's no discontinuity. So this is considered a continuous graph. Look at number 3. Number 3, I do see a break in the graph, and it looks like this graph has an asymptote. So when it has an asymptote, we call it infinite discontinuity. And now I have to say, what's the x value of that discontinuity? And it looks like it's at x equals 1. That's the asymptote, at x equals 1. All right, let's look at number 4. So number 4, if I move from my graph from left to right, ooh, my graph is nice and smooth. So this is a continuous function. Look at number 5. Number 5, whoop, it looks like I have a hole. If you have a hole, we call it removable discontinuity. And now I have to give the x value of the location of the hole, which is at -3. And then finally number 6. Oh, number 6, it looks like I have a couple of different kinds of continuity. It looks like I have an asymptote here that my graph is getting really, really close to on both sides, that my graph is approaching. So that would be considered infinite discontinuity. And the x value, let's see, the x value of that location of the asymptote is at 2. But then it looks like I also have a hole right here, and the hole would be an example of removable discontinuity. And the location of the hole is at x equals 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is just a basic overview of continuity and discontinuity and the specific types of discontinuity.